description before, it's very important to control mid, and having that rotate over the 1-3-1 instead of a dedicated 2-1-2 is very different, even though you may not be able to identify it. We're going into the match. It's the upper bracket finals. You know exactly what's going on. It's Exertus versus Complexity. Thank you all for joining us. Delighted to have you. Here comes our break play, and your prediction, if I missed it, can I hear it one more time?
16-10 Complexity.
16-10. Now, your predictions are eerily accurate. You've been off by 1 for the last 4 games running. I've been counting. Here comes the split. We've got an aggressive push coming from Exertus. We're sending 2 right up the middle, right up to shipping. They'll come around the corner and find nobody there. They've got Sean Garris waiting at the back, preventing a push because they have some sort of idea that Exertus likes to play a little aggressive. Shots needs to turn around because he's got a pusher behind him and he needs to equalize. Otherwise, he's going to lose his life. There's a 2-1 trade. Shots goes down. And the aggression from Exertus was countered by more aggression from Complexity. They ran straight through the underpass, caught them all looking behind them, and shot them all in the back. Now, Flom's the last one left. I gotta tell you, Clay, it's very surprising that Complexity was so familiar with what Exertus wanted to do on Pistol Round.
It is. They must have been studying some game table on these guys. With Flom coming up with a big headshot there. Bomb is planted. Hiko versus Flom in 1v1. Take it away, sir.
Here we go. Hiko, one-on-one. Our defensive man is Hiko. He'll step out with his P250. Misses first round of shots. Flom is still at 50%. Our clutch man 4 is stepping up over the top of the quad. Misses the shot and gets cleaned up. Hiko holds onto the site, makes it his own. Complexity takes the first and wins it with 1 man alive.
That flash from Hiko bouncing off those little barrel stacks behind him, and then it didn't really blind Flom too much, but I like the creativity. But yeah, a good play by Complexity right there. You know, I thought looked like they were going to go to B, but then they came up through the lower area and then caught 2 guys. And I don't know if you saw Nothing get that insane jumping burst Glock headshot onto the guy who was playing at the catwalk. But it was ridiculous.
Really huge compliments from the casters here to Sean Garris to calling the perfect play. Bluminator looking to get a headshot in Palace or A apps there, but he couldn't connect. A lot of people falling down now. Flom's the last one left, and he is left alone this time, not just fighting Hiko. So to finish that sentence, Sean Garris, he called that pistol round. He did it perfectly. I'm not sure if it was from the beginning run to underpass, but as soon as he identified I'm getting pushed, he was the one delaying, and everybody came sprinting out of lower or underpass.
Yeah, exactly, and I think that may have been the case. I doubt they knew exactly what Exertus was going to be running there, but yeah, they did leave Sean Garris out over by the A entrance to the B apartment, excuse me, and he was able to identify the push and call his team over, and they flanked him very nicely.
Here comes the second eco. Complexity will look to control mid. They'll just sit here and be patient, looking for any kind of suicidal push that the counter-terrorist will issue, but they won't. Exertus is stacking bomb site A. They'll have 4 men standing there, and it looks like they're getting a little antsy. They're going to start moving toward B. They have a sense that if they're trying to control mid and they aren't pushing A, they're going to try to swing toward B, and they've anticipated correctly. But Sean Garris is not committing to that site. They're still waiting for that mistake because Exertus at some point or another needs to make the big sort of dramatic play to turn the round around, and they're looking for it. There it was. Pinecone is the first victim. Semphis and Nothing claim 2. 3 left for the CTs. Eclipse, Shots, and Bluminator left. Entrance looks pretty good, but still a little hazy. Literally, there's a smoke in everybody's eyes. Suddenly, the tables have turned. Exertus has grabbed weapons. It's down to a 2-on-2. Shots and Eclipse both have weapons versus Nothing. Nothing savages Eclipse. That's a headshot that eviscerates him. Shots and Nothing both know each other's location. Now, here comes the step and an eco round win. Exertus is here to play, and we've just found that out.
It is, and I don't know. I'm a little disappointed with Complexity right there because they got the kill on the guy playing the connector at A, and then also a kill in the window room, which, you know, would kind of make you think that there's only 1 man left over in A, but they decided to keep pressing towards B. And I think which actually the case was that 3 men in fact rotated towards B, and so they had the number down and were able to pick up that eco win that we just saw. So I think they probably should have went towards A right there after picking up those kills.
Definitely hard to manage when you're in the heat of things. That's a cool analytical answer. Perhaps they got caught up in the heat of the moment. Another contributing factor was that one smoke in the site that blocked everybody's vision. It seemed to turn a couple of kills around, especially for those wielding silenced USPs. 3-tap. Semphis brings down Shots, and he loses his gun and his position. A critical catwalk position given up. Flom rotates and takes up his position, gets a double, backs out while critically wounded. Down to 20. Oh, that's not a one.
Dig headshot.
It's not a one headshot, Dig, but it was punishing. You saw that body flop backwards. 3-on-3, all with weapons except for Swag, who has a deagle. He wants 1-digs, and we're okay with that. Eclipse sprays through the smoke, knowing that nothing was there, and tags him just barely. Pinecone holding on to the bench position, or the white van, stepped out and lost his spray battle. It's down to a 3 versus 2. Almost a 2-on-2. Unfortunately, now you have to retake with bad odds. Now to a 2-on-2. Eclipse will jump through the kitchen window in just a moment. Here we go. Action to ensue. One up top in the B tunnels brings down Eclipse. That's Hiko. Bluminator has a 2-way go. He knows one's at Cat, one's above him. It's a 1-on-1. Nothing needs to sprint away. He's going to. He is probably going to bait him, wait for the sound bait, peek, and not win. Now he's going to go for a committed defuse. Nothing knows it, and he'll 2-tap Bluminator. Too easy. Nothing had him in really a spiderweb trap the entire time.
Yeah, that was a really great play by Nothing. I mean, he had the open sight advantage at looking at him, and he just had to barely peek it over and over, and he knew, he basically just faked him out enough times where the guy had to commit for the defuse finally, and easy shot for Nothing right there, getting that 2-tap like you said.
It's nerve-wracking. You do that fake defuse, and the terrorist, and you know it, right? You didn't sell it well, and the terrorist knows you fake defuse, and you're like, damn it!
Yeah.
Oh, what do I do? And Nothing just played it like cool as a cucumber. Here comes the push. 3-2 push. A ramp and palace or a apps push. Bluminator is one to respond. He brings down Nothing. Got a weakened set of T's all jammed in the doorway. Probably a miscommunication there. Nobody clearing the door. Now cleans up. Everybody's dead. Flum was the last. Complexity leads by 3 as if they won all their ecos.
That was really interesting because all of Exertus were stacked in the A-bomb site, and that's where the Complexity decided to put all 5 at the same time. I mean, of course, the AKs, took advantage here and were able to get those kills. No clever use of smokes or nades for the most part, but yeah, I mean, that could have turned terribly wrong for Complexity, but their aim just got the better of Exertus.
It could have been a no flash, no smoke sort of strat where they kind of walked into the site and they just conveniently ran into all the CTs, so they said to hell with stealth. Here comes a 3-man push. The number 7 man, Sean Garris, just gets overrun. That's a gun given to the terrorist. A 1-1 trade thus far. Swag turns back onto Cat and brings down Bluminator. Nothing will come back up from the underpass and ambush Pinecone. Another 1-dig that we missed. God, I missed that one. 3-on-3. Two weapons available for the CTs and the deagle. We've seen the scenario before. Oh!
Didn't miss that one.
Send Swag home. That's a 2... I think that's a 2-1-dig round. Yeah, it is. It is. Eclipse still has his deagle. He's holding mid, looking down Cat, looking for somebody to come up to take B. He knows Hiko and Nothing will be moving that way. He'll go for more 1-digs, and if he can clutch, get a quad 1-dig clutch, Clay. We immortalize this one by making it a YouTube clip immediately.
Yeah, he's on fire with that 1-dig, so he figures why didn't pick up the AK or the M4, no point. Just use the deagle. But that round right there was pretty much a replay of Complexity's pistol round. They had Sean Garris waiting outside the apartments A, and then everyone went down lower, except Exertus pushed too hard this time and was able to pick up Sean Garris and, take his gun and also get the momentum going. So they almost actually took that round from that nice push mid.
Real quick tap of Q just to show you how closely the two teams are playing. It's coming down to 1 kill every round, the difference between the rounds, and it's very, very close, the total damage dealt. Now Shots will step out at mid. He'll look for someone back at the corner or the shipping. We don't call that shipping now. Yeah, Flum is pushing, and we'll find out whether or not he successfully comes through the smoke. No, he got a little bit too aggressive. Waiting in the bedroom was Swag, who brings him down. There's another one at Cat, clearly waiting to crossfire, but by himself, shots will not be enough. This bomb plant will go down cleanly. 3 CTs left, all with expensive gear and weaponry. I wonder if they even consider the retake. It's a 3-on-4, and it's definitely possible, but Bluminator is so far away that it draws the question, will they even try?
It is possible, but I think there's so many different areas you can watch B from that it's too risky at this moment. So I think their better chance would be to just set up and wait for exit. But Semphis coming in hot into A, and yeah, Bluminator didn't even see it coming.
You love those shots where the kill's instantaneous and the body does like a cartwheel in the direction. It's just so embarrassing to see. Semphis gets another one. He'll clean up the round. Oh, Pinecone wants to stay alive. It's down to a 2-on-1, but of course we know that Pinecone has been saving. He's got an op for the next round. The CTs, we'll take a look at the tab screenplay. They can wow. No! Hiko the Reaper.
That wasn't even through, that wasn't even a wall bang or anything. Sorry, he must have like threaded it through that little tiny crack between the post and the box.
Well, he's very capable of doing that. That is so disappointing. Okay, we're in a position to win the next round. If we just save this off, we'll be okay. And then suddenly Hiko just comes to take your lunch money. Here comes the push. Sempis into the site, has the entry kill. Pinecone gets blown away. One on top of the electrical stack, that quad stack that's more like a staircase now. Lunator, I don't understand why, just chose to bring out a flashbang before he died and would lose his life. 2 left for the CTs. Shots and Flum. Woo! Suddenly a 2-on-1. Hiko has to clutch. Hiko's got about 56 health. He's got an AK. He's our clutch man. Our number 6 man is sitting, looking at the ticket booth. He knows where Shots is. It's just a guessing game now. And Shots reflexes him. Exertus wins that round. An unlikely micro buy round. 2 pistols, a FAMAS, and 2 M4s did the trick.
That round was going so good for Complexity entering that site, but that man playing on Cat, I don't recall who it was, but he was actually getting the better of them as they were entering. He got, I think, 1 to 2 kills over there, which actually helped turn the tide of the round in Exertus' favor, and then also Shots, you know, coming in from the CT spawn with the support. I want to see who is playing on Cat right now. I think it's Shots or Flom, one of the two.
It is Shots. Flum will swap over and play his position should his teammate go down. And I think they swapped once, but it is for the most part Shots.
Okay.
All right, so we have got our setup here. And Clay, they are throwing flashes and smokes over in the manner that we talked about that they didn't do before. Shots has a good position inside of the alternate mid-room. Gets a double kill on Sean Gares and nothing. Swag will be the next one to follow. Hiko's by himself up here. Needs to hit this headshot on Flum, which he does. A piercing headshot. Looks good. 2-on-3. Hiko gets a wall bang. He's playing 1.6 apparently, and nobody else is. Sempis and Hiko left in the bomb site. They have the bomb. They're ready to plant, but they've got a situation where they got Eclipse's Deagle waiting for them. That's the situation. Pinecone and Eclipse now baiting Hiko to plant the bomb. Should he fall into the trap, they'll have him surrounded and shot in an instant. Hiko will look to actually play the players and probably bring it to a one-on-one before attempting the plant. Jumps into the kitchen, brings it to a one-on-one. He'll sprint toward B. The camera does show where he's going, right? So his opponent knows where he's going. Pinecone thinks that he's being camera faked. He's actually taking the fake and going to kitchen thinking Hiko might still be there, but Hiko went all the way for the fake. So here comes the bomb plant. Hiko thinking he's being trailed. It's a mind game within mind games, and nobody really understands what the other player is doing.
Is he going to go back to B now?
I don't really know.
Or is he just looking to see if he's coming down? Just a quick peek, I think, to see if he was rotating back behind CT spawn.
Like I said, mind games within mind games. Hiko thinks he's being followed. Pinecone thinks he's being faked. Both players did the right thing, but both players are just so far away from each other now. Now it's incumbent upon Pinecone to make the huge play. Hiko will choose to play from the dark, or the cubby, or whatever you'd like to call it. And Pinecone has no idea where he is. Enters the site very, very cautiously. Climbing up the CT stairs, looks toward the dark spot, and overlooks Hiko. There, he spotted him. And misses the shot. That could be devastating. It could be round ending. He comes around the corner. Hiko's now strafing him, using the ring around the rosy. Here comes the spray, and Hiko loses the one-on-one again. Pinecone will not attempt to defuse, despite having a kit. The bomb timer too advanced. Great individual play, just a little too late.
Yeah, Hiko did a great job of playing ring around the rosy behind that crate. He didn't stick to his original spot in the dark because he knew there's probably a nade coming for him, which there was. So he advanced, moved up to the boxes where he knew he could just move around him and buy more time for the bomb, which is exactly what happened and netted him around. So great play by Hiko right there.
Absolutely. Really fantastic leveraging of his body position to know that even if he lost that one-on-one, which he did, he'd still guarantee the victory there. 7-2, Complexity leads by 5 and has forced an eco round here, Clay. Now, Exertus has played pretty passive on eco rounds, and Complexity has been anticipating aggressive pushes. Will we see one this round?
No, obviously not, as the action is going down in B, and they do get an entry, but trade, actually, for one person, and does a lot of damage, 2, actually. A lot of damage done to nothing as well, so that's going to leave Eclipse. No Deagle this time, but I don't know if he'll be able to clutch this one, unfortunately.
Most likely not. He is looking for that bomb planter. Now gives away his position with his P2000 and will just try to survive this one as he gets bombarded by nades here. Nothing will clean him up. It's a 6-round lead for Complexity. We know it's a pretty even map here, Clay, so you want to finish this half 8-7 if you could have an ideal scenario, but Exertus is, well, they're facing a scenario that's not at all likely anymore.
Yeah, the momentum seems to be in Complexity's favor right now. I mean, they are on a buy right now, so if they do, get this win, they might be able to change that. As the rounds have been close, so Complexity doesn't really have too much of a money lead here. I mean, they're doing a little well. Like a few of them could probably buy next round if they do lose this, but other than that, they're going to be a little shortchanged. And if they could just pick up 2 rounds in a row, then I think they're getting right back in that.
There's the trade, and Sempus enters into A, bringing down Eclipse. Pinecone will trade him out. It's a 3-on-3, a very even spread thus far. Pinecone does a 180, brings down to nothing. He was spraying at his back. Great play there. Down to a 2-on-2. The bomb plant is safe, but they'll drop it in the staircase in that ramp room by the electrical. Hiko now has to retrieve it, facing off against 2 CTs in unadvantageous situation. Very, very disappointing that he lost his teammate and the bomb in there. A minute 15 left. A lot of time. You can guarantee that this round won't end. Are they really going to let him pick up the bomb? They just did. They just did. That was a critical error. Hiko's going to go plant, and he'll go for the full plant. He has enough time for anybody to run over. And there it is. They are shocked. You can tell Exertus did not expect that at all. And a touchdown nade and a finishing kill. That was beautiful. Hiko makes up for his previous one-on-one losses in style.
Oh man, Hiko is just a clutch beast this game so far. That's two in a row I think he just got. So I mean he's doing pretty good despite his 1v1 losses. Wow. I mean, like you said, big error there by Exertus, not having eyes on the bomb. I mean, it was more on their side of the smoke, so I'm not sure why they just let Hiko waltz in there and take it. And especially, I don't get why they didn't get the sound cue that he picked up with the bomb. Does it not do that anymore?
There's a very, very slight rustling, if I'm not mistaken, but again, it seemed to me like a mistake. Another eco round for Exertus, who have now entered into a buy save slide, and this run will get cleaned up quite easily with Flum, the last one who comes consistently through CT spawn. He will do the same this time hidden in smoke. He has his P250 looking to get a headshot. There it is. Can he reach that AK? Use the E button. There you go. Too many people try to run over the guns to play.
Yeah, a lot of people honestly.
Turns, brings down nothing, and brings down Swag. It's a one-on-one, Hiko and Flum. Flum could be the MVP. He has 3K right now, looking for the quad. He knows exactly where Hiko is. He's sitting behind the firebox. Remember, you can't pierce that anymore. We have Flum disengaging at this point. He'll go back, circling around. It's an execution and a quad. I cannot believe Flum just clutched that round.
Hiko must be feeling cocky or something because, yeah, he's switching his weapons back and forth like that after getting the bomb. I don't even know if going through window room was probably the best way to get to B since, Flom was in the CT spawn area. But, yeah, kind of big mistake there by Hiko. Cost him the round, and that's another one for Exertus now, 9-3.
Hiko, actually knowing how winnable that round was, called out his teammate, nub team, all cut. Now, of course, it is a funny gesture, but still, he knows that there was no reason they should have lost that round.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that one should have. He had a good chance to take that one, and he kind of screwed it up out there at the end. But either way, he's done 2 very good clutches, so I can't really hate on him too much for that.
No, when you have exceptional play like that, all you can do is celebrate it. Here is another trade. Sempus for... Oh, no. Sempus actually gets the kill. Shots goes down. Nothing goes down. Sempus now down 3-on-3. All rifles apiece with the exception of the 1 dig attempt from Swag right now. He doesn't get it, and he'll Oh, no. He actually gets 4 rounds off with the deagle and gets multiple to connect. That is 1 in a million. That's like lightning striking twice. Eclipse now has to clutch. He's 1-on-3. He'll come around the corner from Cat and win his first battle. He's weak, though, and judging by conventional wisdom, he should have backed off and tried to save his weapon, but he challenges Swag and loses. 10-3, Exertus behind by 7.
Yep, and it looks like they're going to be saving once again. Exertus having a little bit of trouble controlling their sprays on that last round, as we saw all those misses go down on the guy firing the deagle, and he picked up that easy kill, which it should have been an easy kill for the Exertus player. But either way, that's going to make it 10-3 now.
It will be. If they can win out, they have a chance, but it's looking very dire that, like we said, that buy-save slide can be very lethal in terms of ultimate exchanges and rounds won. A gun seized early on. Pinecone has one. He knows that one is in A apps now, and if they can secure another one, they have a decent chance here. But he's chosen to instead patrol mid. He'll look toward top mid to find the picker, and he needs to turn to his right. Otherwise, Hiko will decapitate him just like that. The weapon is lost. Suddenly, the chances for Exertus on this round have diminished greatly. Another kill. Hiko, 1 tap shots, then 4 taps Flum, and now it's down to Bluminator, who is wielding just his P250. The number 5 man is streaking through the bedroom, coming through B tons, looking into B, and unfortunately, he's at the wrong bomb site. That sinking feeling, Clay, when you get to the wrong bomb site.
Yeah, but I mean, at this point where it's 1 versus 4 right now, and all you have is a pistol, I don't know if you're feeling too bad about it. But I mean, that round, kind of sloppy play by Exertus. I saw, the guy go into apartments and get picked up by Sean Garris. He didn't check the corner, and then I think it was Bluminator coming out mid, or was that Pinecone? It was actually Pinecone, I think, coming out mid, and he kind of put a little bit of a check on the store shipping area over in mid T side, and then didn't fully check it, and then you saw Hiko just get the nice easy headshot onto him, which kind of swung around more in their favor.
Swag gets a through smoke kill there. You're absolutely right, Clay. Sometimes it's the fundamentals that gets lost when you're playing at such a high level, and sometimes you get those easy kills that you got back in pubs in 1.6. 2-1 trade there. Pinecone does his best to bring down 2. Nothing will respond, bringing him down. 3 left for both teams. It's a bye round. It's also the last round of the half. You got a chance to make a respectable, at least pistol round safe score if they can win this one. Exertus can. 3 in the sight, 1 in the dark, 1 in the sight, 1 in the smoke itself, and an easy kill. Nothing will go down. Here comes a crossfire. Sempis almost cleans up 2. It's down to a 1-on-1. Eclipse versus Hiko. Eclipse has a deagle. Hiko has an AK. Hiko's been in this situation before. It's a 55 health to 46 health engagement. With the deagle, you pretty much got even odds, and he's got to clean this one up fast. Otherwise, it's all over. Eclipse wins that one-on-one duel. Hiko struggling with one-on-ones today. Will lose another one. A defuse will make it 11-4. Play. Is it enough?
At this point, I think it's still in favor of Complexity. I mean, they did, pad it a little bit more in their favor. I think they probably need to do at least 6 to feel comfortable here. But, if they have a better T side, if they know some strats that Complexity won't be aware of, then, they might be able to pull this one out.
Well, I'd have to agree with you. It looks like we are in pause time here, looking to switch sides. Hopefully we don't lose the score, because I don't like manually tracking the score. I've gotten so used to not having to do that anymore. Nope, we're good.
Yeah, we won't.
You're watching CEVO TV. I'm Cotton. My partner is still Klops, and this is the upper bracket finals of CEVO-Main. Complexity versus Exertus Esports. 11-4 thus far. Complexity leads. Now it falls upon Exertus to stage the comeback. They'll choose A, it looks like, Clay. They're throwing decoys and running toward decoys. Not my favorite strat.
Doesn't make sense.
Well, it does. It's a reverse psychology strat, right? You throw the decoys and you think that's the fake, but they'll actually charge out. It's a very easy strat to read out. It doesn't cause too many rotates, and especially when you commit to it like this before the decoys run out, then, sometimes it doesn't work. But, hey, it's working thus far. Shots has the kill on Sean Garris. Another one from Bluminator. Eclipse will jump out, burst nothing in the face. No terrorists have died thus far, and it's down to just Hiko. Hiko, the number 6 man, is firing for his life. He cannot land that shot. He's going to just suicide. He's going to say to hell with this.
Yeah, and I don't think it had anything to do with the strat right there. I think it had more to do with Complexity just really couldn't hit anything with their pistols, and Exertus was making all their shots right there, honestly. Not a lot of damage dispersed between...
Hiko just take out his knife, his commit, run to the bench, thinking that somebody was there to knife him.
Yeah, I think he got taken down to 6 health, was like, there's too many alive, screw it, I'm just going for it.
At least he would avoid getting knifed himself.
Yeah,
Here
look
comes
at this stack and B.
Yeah, here comes an A app push. We know 1 is still on the side. Go to our number 8 man here. Nothing is by himself. He's got a flash. He's standing up on top of this. Oh, everybody knows where he is.
Yeah, I do not want to be nothing right there.
Everybody knew where he was. Here comes the bomb plant and a 4-man retake, all with pistols. 1 deagle on the field. Sempis will try to get some 1 deags. He cannot. He's having some trouble here and gets taken down. He gets absolutely by-zoned. Hiko and Sean Garris left, both entering from the same firing window. We'll talk about the virtues or the vices of trying this play. Entering from the same window can oftentimes be your demise. Hiko knows that was a mistake. He'll come through CT spawns. I think dodges a flash. He does. Brings down Bluminator. It's 1-on-2. He has a weapon. He's got a Bison, and he approaches the ticket. Fires, misses his shot, and gets clipped from on top of the electrical quad. He'll get taken down by Eclipse. Exertus has 2 rounds and is starting to recoup some of its lost spacing.
Yeah, nothing too special about that round. Complexity took a gamble with a stack on B. Didn't work out for him. And like you said, the benefits of entering from different windows rather than the same one or different lanes on a retake. If you're coming from different angles, then that's going to give the other team more areas to look at, which should net you some easy kills. You catch someone trying to shoot at someone from the side, and you just pick up an easy headshot. So That's why you don't want to be entering from the same spot every time. And it also makes you less susceptible, excuse me, to grenades.
Very true. Also, yeah, you don't want to be the one who gets clutched by Hiko with a nade and an easy kill. That didn't happen earlier in the game or anything. Flom missed about 12 shots in a row and almost killed Swag, but he managed to escape with his life. He stuck behind Firebox will just try to get some easy pistol headshots, but he's having some trouble. Flum will bring him down after starting that firefight. Hiko steps into the site, brings down the bomb carrier, gets gunned down for the rest of it. Exertus has won its pistol round and all subsequent following eco rounds. That's a good start, Clay. I gotta ask you, did we get greenlighted for any giveaways tonight?
I don't know. I think we have a few we could do.
Mouse pads, gaming mouse pads.
Mouse pads. Yep, we'll do one after this match. How about that?
All right, between this match and the iBuyPower match.
Yeah, we'll do one right after those one, since we have a break. But yeah, I completely forgot what I want to talk about because
my bad. Exertus will go for the speed aggression, counting on the fact that Complexity will not be ready to deal with a 3-man or 4-man push, but it looks like they were. Swag and Nothing have held down admirably. All the terrorists have fallen to their defensive hold. Bluminator left with 4 health must contend with 200 HP CTs, Hiko, and Sempis. Things do not look great for him. There's the end of the round. Hiko cleans it up 12-7. Complexity.
Tasky trying to do a little bit of trolling in chat. No one won a mouse pad yet, but stick around after the casting you will. Yeah, so I remember what I want to talk about last round. The rounds weren't close, the first 3 rounds. That's why we didn't see a 3rd round buy for Complexity. And I was hoping that we would see an up, but because the rounds weren't close at all, Sean Garrison didn't have enough money to buy one. And even despite that, they were just able to completely dominate that entry into A. So it was a good round by Complexity. And now Exertus, if they don't win this, they're going to be forced into a save.
I think for a moment, Swag was not giving up his weapon to his teammate there, and to get his attention,
shot him up.
Nothing shot him up in spawn. Pinecone will get the entry frag onto Swag, starting the round off well for Exertus. He'll come around the corner, find a nade throwing Sempis, has one more at the electrical, could pick up a triple, but loses it to Sean Gares. There's a cleanup there for Eclipse. 4 versus 2. A is the bomb side of choice this gameplay. Why?
Well, sometimes it is a little bit easier to take. It has more easier passages, I think, and I think it is a little bit easier to smoke off. You get 2 smokes going at the window room and 1 towards the CT ticket area, and it makes the site a little smaller and more manageable for a take.
Conventional wisdom says that on Mirage we want to establish mid-control early and often, but Exertus has not even tried that once. Will they do it this round?
We'll see, but I mean, like you said, they're going to A, and I think they're just... once again, CS is a game that's about personnel.
Once again, Caster's curse.
That'll probably happen. It's a game that's about personnel matchups, and if they're having success at A, there's no reason for them to keep, attempting it until they run into the speed bump and then try something else different. But here we go. They could have had an easy entrance at B.
5-man stack at A was called, unfortunately, totally incorrect. Flom is here on the cleanup crew. He has 3 kills already, and a 4th one followed by Bluminator. It's a wraparound. They've cleaned out A. They know that chances are that the last person was holding B. It turned out that Sean Gares was just outside of the A apps to really, really, really clean round, but it was an eco round.
And I don't know if I'm going to go ahead and credit the in-game leader of Exertus for, having the mental math there and knowing that Complexity was going to be on an eco round and deciding to go to B because, hey, they did try to do a B stack one time, so maybe they'll try A now since we've been hitting it so hard. So that was a good call by Exertus right there.
Hit tab, Clay. Look at the wallets of the CTs. That's dramatic.
Yeah, it is. I mean, even if they pick up this round, they're still not going to be looking good for the next one. They're still in danger of a save if they lose the next round.
They don't have any money whatsoever. They couldn't even buy a medium quality gaming headset if they wanted to. 4 CTs stacking A. Exertus has shown their hand in this game. They want to abuse A. They think they have a matchup here. They will see if they are correct. Here comes the entry. Flom lands the first one through smoke. Swag goes down to a headshot. Nothing will hold by fire. He's really, really surrounded, but he holds on admirably. His teammate saves him. Sempis saves him from the executioner from that long flank. Sempis comes all the way through the A apps. It's a 3-on-2. Sean Gares is in the smoke, hunting terrorists. He brings down Pinecone, 1 by fire, 1 in dark. It's a 2-on-1. Hiko, who's been forced to clutch multiple times this game, is now by the electrical quad. He'll come up to the site, knows that one's planting, has to find where the other one is. He's very paranoid. He has an idea where one is. He's located the second. He has, by process of elimination, found out where both of them are. Now it's up to him to clutch, and it looks like he will try. He's trying to go for a piercing headshot here, but now that nobody is stepping out to fight him, he's in a bad situation. Bluminator says, I'm not going to wait. He just 2-taps Hiko and lays down the authority. Exertus has staged the furious comeback late. They're within 2.
Yeah, and they should be able to pick this one up again because Complexity is going to be forced to save here. And, I mean, even if Complexity doesn't win this round, they're going to be super short on cash, so I don't think we're going to be seeing a hop from Sean Gears or Swag next round. But, yeah, I mean, Exertus is doing phenomenal work on A, and even with that 4-man stack, Complexity still isn't able to hold it.
They'll try it again, a 4-man stack, this time an Eco stack here. Eclipse gets the first one. There's a massive trade-off here. CTs and Ts dropping alike. Flome on the far flank will lose to Hiko. It's 2-on-1. Guess who's clutching again, Clay?
Hiko. That's like his 6th or 7th clutch round in a row. Not in a row.
Touchdown incoming. No, the nade detonated right before it could take out Pinecone. Pinecone letting out beads of sweat, surely thinking, I don't know how I just survived that one. Here comes our clutch man, the number 6. He knows exactly where Shots is. Now it's a matter of finding out where his teammate is. He'll walk out into open space. Very dangerous move here. He's been in this situation before. Last time he played it passive. This time he'll charge the site. Jump shot attempt by Shots. Not successful. Hiko thinks, I've got rounds to work with. We're up by 2. Let me just save this rifle.
Yeah, he knows that they are super low on money, so, I mean, if he saves that, that's going to help him out in the long run, and it's a good call. But, man, if I was Hiko right now, I'd be like, come on, guys. He's been doing so many different, what the hell?
What?
Nothing. Okay, sorry, excuse me. He's been doing that, like I said, that had to have been his 7th or 8th clutch attempt for this game so far, and that's a ton. I would hate to be put in those positions.
Attention audience, Clay just literally forgot where he was for a moment.
No, I saw something on my second monitor, and I thought it was, yeah, I'll explain it later.
All right, 12-11. Complexity leads by 1, and they finally field an op. They've been money starved for a long time here, and they finally have what looks to be a passable buy. They have no nades between Hiko and Sean Gears, but they'll make it work. 3 setup in the B tunnels, including the bomb. That should be where the push is. We see 2 potential lurkers in the 2 and 4-man. That's Exertus' Pinecone and Flome. 4-man stacking at A. Nobody's surprised. They want to protect A. Complexity wants... Oh, there's the lurker kill. Pinecone, who stepped out a little bit early trying to find out if anybody's waiting, is the one to die. Hiko knows where people are. He flashes the bedroom and looks into B tons. He knows people are here. He needs to call for the rotate. Everybody's coming running. Here comes the entry. Here comes the furious firefight. Or not. Hiko will just blindside people. Nobody even saw him, even though he was in a predictable position. Flum's the last one. He's got an AK, and he's out in the middle of the map. He's got to try to reclaim the bomb, but he won't be able to. He probably will try to go for the suicide clutch, Clay, given how well their economy is doing, but I don't really give him too much of a chance.
I mean, their economy honestly isn't... It's doing okay, but I mean, looking at the money, there's only 3 guys with 3,000. It's only Flom and Bluminator above 7K. So, do we have a pause here? It looks like.
It looks like we may be paused. Yeah, the hands seem to not be moving. The players are not moving. Potentially a player dropped, and we called for a pause. So share with me your thoughts.
Well, let's see. From this round, I think it's safe to say Exertus probably won't go to B again. They had some trouble there, and it looks like they just got completely shut down and destroyed. But I think they're just having so much success today. And I mean, like I said, even with the 4-man stack from Complexity, they're still able to take it. So I see no reason to deviate from their plans. They seem to have Complexity's number when it comes to taking A.
Yeah, it's very much the case. Thank you all for joining us. You're watching CEVO TV. If you enjoy watching esports casting and CSGO in general, please do follow. There's the execution. Hiko will finally rack up a win on the CT side for Complexity. Follow the channel, and after this, we've got a giveaway, and after that, I believe, we have iBuyPower versus Kurt Rampus Fan Club.
Yes, at 9:30 Central, so we'll probably have to take a slight little break, because, well, this game started a little late, so we'll see. Probably still a break, but at 9:30 Central will be iBuyPower versus Kurt Rampus Fan Club in the lower bracket finals, and whoever loses this match will be facing the winner of that match next Monday.
Luminator steps out to mid. I've got forced third person right now, which is terrible. Our number 5-man looks for the pick, tries to pick while flash. Sean Gears shot second, but won the battle, which is a rare occurrence. Mid control seems to be the tail of the tape today. Not today, just this round, excuse me. And it's not working out for them, Clay. They were so successful today, they gave it up, and now that they've tried to change their game plan around where they went to B and around where they went to control mid, they've really run into a brick wall.
Yeah, it might have been the fact they got ecoed in A, but I mean, I don't think that's something to look at, take into account. I mean, that was only one round out of a how many round they were at 4, so 7-round run they went towards A. So I mean, it wasn't bad. I think they still have good plans at A, and if they keep hitting it, they should have success. Because, like you said, as they try to hit these other spots, mid to A or mid to B or just B in general, they seem to be hitting brick walls.
Well, complexity will not give them too many more chances. Now on to the tie point.
Yeah, that's why we had the pause. Sean Gary's dropped, it looks like.
Yep, yep. They've got it, and they've got it all figured out here. Certainly within the gameplay of this round, he'll rejoin. There we go. 14-11, and complexity, like we said, is on the tie point. It's an eco round here, but Exertus knows that it's more likely to play for the tie point in this scenario and come out successful than it is to try to buy out and win out. So they'll eco, they'll lean toward A. They seem to know what we know is that they've had a crazy amount of success at A, so they'll try it again. Another pause? No. What was that? Just a stutter. Here comes 3 through A apps, 2 on the ramp, including the bomb, and if they get charged, they'll lose control of the bomb, which is very, very dangerous. 1:20 on the clock. No action thus far. Solo Hiko still... Oh, actually, this time Solo Gares at the bomb site B. Slow play here. Bluminator wanted to get the easy headshot onto Swag. Doesn't. Swag really just steps out and crouch peeks him. Gets a one-tap, drops the bomb, and now the plan is up. Everybody knows where the bomb is, so there's nothing to be gained. Suddenly, as they try to scramble to pick up that lost bomb, they lose all their lives. Complexity puts up the tie point, and now Clay at game point.
Yep, and I thought Flom and Bluminator would be able to do something with those AK since they were ahead in terms of cash, but they got a few entry kills, which I guess, forces a couple rebuys from Complexity, but Complexity is still looking good. We see Swag actually wielding that op. And is he going to be playing? No, he's going to be looking to pick the A ramp, which is going to be good because, that's where Exertus has been going, and I'm sure they're going to go for there once again on this, could be the last round.
Here comes 2 smokes to thicken the layer and a high flash to blind Swag, who is playing from the ticket booth. He'll lose vision. He'll drop back behind it and play on CT ramp, but now he'll have a free kill. The Bluminator stepped up, tried to peek up over and find somebody in front of him, instead found an op waiting for him. Another step out, Shots will lose his life, and it looks like Complexity is on the way to snowballing their way to the grand finals. Exertus has 2 left, now just 1. Pinecone the last, he sprays down, the electrical brings down nothing, had a chance and lost his battle. Complexity wins 16-11. Thank you all for watching. We've got a giveaway to do right now.
We do have a giveaway to do. We are doing a quick commercial. We'll do it right after that. But hey, 16-11, one off once again. What is going on here?
So, you said 16-10, and it was 16-11. How do you do this?
I got a magic 8-ball.
That's 5 in a row. Maybe it's 6. I said 4, but it may have been 5. You've gotten so many in a row that it's